Hi everyone, welcome back. Anthony Allen, your mortgage broker, continuing the first home buyer series. And now I just want to actually consider borrowing capacity. Well, it's the $1 million question. How much can I borrow? And basically, I want you to start looking at your borrowing capacity before you've gone out and you've looked at your house at 300,000 or $1 million, because I don't want to set yourself up for a failure, and I also don't want you to be looking at houses that you can't necessarily afford, and then you're already going to upset yourself when you realize you can afford a $500,000 house instead of a $1 million house, and you can't have X, Y, and Z. So look, let's get your expectations right initially before you even go out and start wasting your time or the real estate agent's time. It's absolutely critical. Okay. So the first thing that I actually want to know is that borrowing capacity is absolutely different every single lender that you go to. NAB and ANZ and CBA and Westpac and Liberty and ING are all going to give you, for your individual circumstances, even if they're exactly the same, are all going to give you a different level of borrowing capacity. And what's borrowing capacity actually? Borrowing capacity actually based upon? Well, it's based upon your family scenario, as in, are you a single person? Are you a de facto? Are you married? Do you have children? What is your income? Are you both working? Or is only one of you working? What liabilities have you got? Have you got credit cards? Have you got personal loans? Have you got a HECS debt? Have you got afterpay facilities? And of course, you don't know what each lender and how each lender are going to look at all of those facilities, and how having one child or two children or four children is actually going to affect your borrowing capacity. The final point in this is living expenses, and I've touched on living expenses before. But if you don't have a control on your living expenses, and the bank is expecting you to be spending three and a half thousand if you're a couple, and you're actually spending 6,000, then that is going to massively impact on your borrowing capacity too, because your living expenses are just out of control, and you're not in control of your money. So borrowing capacity, work it out. First of all, speak to your lender if you want to go to directly to a bank. However, how do you know that if you have a borrowing capacity singly or as a family unit of $1 million and you only need to borrow 600,000, then that's fine. You can probably go to any lender. But how do you know you're going to find the right lender that's going to give you the maximum borrowing capacity if you need $600,000 and the one lender out there that will give you 600,000 is like trying to find a needle in a haystack? So good luck. I would suggest that you should be going to a broker, because by going to a broker, they're going to be able to review all your options, and they're going to save you a hell of a lot of legwork, and it's not going to cost you anything. It's a no-brainer. All right, I will speak to you soon in the next section. Take care. Speak to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.